Hi, thank you for joining me today. So today I wanted to do a slightly different video, and I'm filming how I create my file folders that I hold my stickers in. I'll show you one here. I know a lot of you have asked how these are created. So for example, this has got sticker books from American Crafts, and I've got all my bits and puffy stickers and things from Ellie Studio on this side, and it just keeps everything neat and tidy. Now I must say this isn't my own idea. I've seen other tutorials on YouTube, so there are plenty out there, but this is how I make mine. So you want to start with a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and ideally you want it to be non-directional because you're folding pieces up. If it was directional, things would be upside down on the other side. So paper pads are great for this with a white inside, or otherwise just a non-directional print. So taking a scoreboard, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch here on the left hand side, and then I'm going to score halfway along the paper, so at 6 inches, and then at 11.5 inches, so 1/2 inch from the right hand side. So that middle score is the fold of the folder, like that. And then we're going to score, turn the paper through 90 degrees, and we're going to score at 4 inches to create the pocket. So you can score at any distance here. I've done one before at 3 inches, so it just gives a longer back and a shorter pocket, but I found that 4 inches is probably just about the right size for me in the stickers that I use. So now we've got all those score marks, I'm just going to crease them. I'll move my scoreboard out of the way just so that I can see them more easily. So there we have the pocket, and these are the sides. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut off these bottom pieces next to the pockets because we don't need those anymore. So cutting along the score line up to the next score line, and then just cutting slightly upwards at an angle there to create that angle, and then the same on the other side, up to the score line and then kicking up there. And then this middle score line, we're just going to cut a very small V on either side. This is just so that the folder closes without any problems, without the papers trying to overlap one another in the middle. I haven't done that very well because the score line is there. Let's just trim that piece down. I need to do a Blue Peter. Here's one I made earlier, so I'll just snip that bit off, but normally you would have a V coming from the crease line out to there. So there are the two pocket pieces, and then you fold up the pocket pieces, and then we're going to cut on this side across to the pocket, and then a slight V again, and the same on the other side, across to the pocket, just to the crease, and then a V going upwards. So now that is your folder. So we're going to fold these size pieces over onto the pockets, and the reason for that is if you folded the pockets onto the side pieces, when you started filling it up, you wouldn't have the strength because that piece would peel off again. By folding that piece over, when you fill these up, you've got the strength here. We're then going to fold these pieces over just onto the background, and again that gives the folder strength on these bits at the top, because otherwise it would just be single paper there. So grab my ATG. I've put some 6mm tape into my ATG for this, but you could use double-sided tape. So fold that side down onto the pocket, fold this side down onto the file folder, this side down onto the pocket, and this side onto the file folder. So an easy way to remember that is to fold the pockets up first and then fold all the edges in. And there you have your file folder. So I think what I'm going to do with mine, I mentioned this when we were at our crop weekend this weekend, I'm going to use some of these tabs from my EK Success Tab Punch, stick them onto the side there and write what's in it, and then I can file them on a bookshelf like that, and I can just see at a glance what I've got inside my folder. So there you have it. I've also made these half size, so using 6-inch papers, and so you score in the middle and then half an inch or 1/4 of an inch even on either side, and they work perfectly for little gift cards and things. So I hope that's given you some inspiration. Thank you for joining me. Bye.